Let's go straight to the Port Authority for the latest from senior correspondent Eric Shawn. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Shannon. You know that ISIS has called for terrorist attacks against our country during this Christmas season. And police say that would-be suicide bomber took the terrorist group up on its challenge. This morning at 7:20, when he was walking in that subway hallway, he passed a poster that had a Christmas holiday motif on it, and he decided that's where he wanted to blow himself up. But he lived. And tonight, his family says they are, quote, outraged over the actions of U.S. law enforcement, and that they also are heartbroken at the violence and the allegations. As you said, that suspect is tonight identified as 27-year-old Outraged of Brooklyn. He's in Bellevue Hospital in serious condition at this hour with burns on his hands and stomach. He also wounded 7 passerbys, according to police. And officials say he did tell them that this act was revenge against the U.S. for bombing ISIS in the Middle East. Take a look at the shocking surveillance tape of the confusion of the smoke and the haze. As people were walking down that walkway, they say he had the bomb strapped to his chest with Velcro and zip ties when it went off. Police call it a low-tech device with a pipe he picked up at a construction site made from broken Christmas lights, sugar, 9-volt batteries, and match heads. They say Ullah admits that he watched ISIS propaganda videos and he learned how to make the bomb online on the internet. Here's New York City Police Commissioner James O'Neill.
He had burns and wounds to his body. Preliminary investigation at the scene indicates this male was wearing an improvised, low-tech, explosive device attached to his body. He intentionally detonated that device.
Ullah originally came from Bangladesh 7 years ago with his parents and 4 siblings in that so-called chain migration visa, where you have to have a family member as a U.S. citizen to come here, something President Trump has long called to end. He qualified, they say, because his aunt is a U.S. citizen. The Department of Homeland Security saying this, quote, DHS can confirm the suspect was admitted to the United States after presenting a passport displaying an F-43 family immigrant visa in 2011. The suspect is a lawful permanent resident from Bangladesh who benefited from extended family chain migration. The president was sharp in his reaction, saying, quote, America must fix its lax immigration system, which allows far too many dangerous and inadequately vetted people access to our country. Congress must end chain migration. And Attorney General Jeff Sessions was even blunter, saying, quote, the 20-year-old son of the sister of a U.S. citizen should not get priority to come to this country ahead of someone who is highly skilled, well-educated, has learned English, and is likely to assimilate and flourish here. In the Brooklyn neighborhood of Flatlands, the FBI and the police were seen at his house, where he also lives with his brother and sister. They say he had traveled extensively overseas and are looking for any connections there, returning from Bangladesh just in September. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said targeting the New York City subway system strikes at the very heart of this city.
Let's be clear, as New Yorkers, our lives revolve around the subways. When we hear of an attack in the subway, it's incredibly unsettling. And let's be also clear, this was an attempted terrorist attack. Thank God the perpetrator did not achieve his ultimate goals.
Ullah will likely face terrorism charges in federal court. Ironically, Shannon, the very same federal courthouse where just 6 weeks ago, Saifullah Saipov was arraigned on terrorism charges for his alleged ISIS-inspired attack where he mowed down and killed 8 people in that bike lane near the World Trade Center. And sadly, radical Islamic terrorism is not new to the city. Just 8 blocks from here, the first radical Islamic terrorist attack in this country occurred on November 5th, 1990. That's when El Sayed Nosair shot to death the extremist rabbi Meir Kahane. And tonight, 27 years later, that threat remains. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, we've turned another corner. Eric Shawn, thank you for the live report from New York.